No doubt you're excited, but is it a bit of a weird feeling heading back home and obviously playing against your former teammates?
Yeah, it's a bit different, but like I said, I'm just excited to get back over there. See some familiar faces, and hopefully catch up with people I had a lot to do with my footy career over there. So just looking forward to it.
Has there been any banter back and forth between yourself and your old teammates?
Nah, not so much. I'm lucky. My phone fell in the water kayaking a few weeks ago, so I only just kind of got it back. So I've been on the iPad for a couple of weeks, and but yeah, grateful. I still got a good connection over there, and just look forward to catching up with them and just seeing them again. So.
What sort of reception are you expecting? A, from the fans, but B, from the players themselves?
Man, I've learned to go by controlling what I can control. So if I go over there and there's a different reception, I can't control any of that. So I left on good terms over there, and I still got all my good family and friends and people I'm close with that I talk to, and I've been nothing but respectful for me. So I just can't wait to get over there and see everyone. And I can't control anything else, so just look forward to everything that comes.
Is it somewhat better to get it over and done with in the pre-season rather than early on in the real season?
Doesn't factor me. I guess I learned to go by exactly what I said, control what I can control, and I think going over there was my expectation was just to go over there and play my way for the team and the team I'm playing for now. So that's all I go by, and I just can't wait to kind of get back over there. So.
Do you almost look at it as a perfect way to start with Port, the fact that you're going out and starting?
Say again?
Do you almost look at it as a perfect way to start with Port, the fact that you're starting out west?
Yeah, well, it doesn't really factor. I think I was just good to get a good run against another opposition. I think playing against ourselves the last couple of weeks, it's been good at stages, but it's still scrappy at the same time. So it's kind of good to get play against a opposition team that don't understand your structures and get to kind of figure out where you're at and where your team's at. So
I think it's been a couple of months since we last spoke to you, but how has it been? How's the move over? And you obviously you're fitting in really well.
No, grateful. Just had it going on all these camps and. With the going on Sunshine Coast camp and then coming back and going on a first year camp, stuff like that, I felt like it's kind of made me fit in a lot more easier, and not just myself, a lot of the younger guys as well. I think doing all these camps, it only brings us closer together, and it's something I've enjoyed since coming over here, and I guess getting to understand that it's a real family environment. Same as every club. I think every club's got it, and just coming over here and going on those camps, it definitely made me fit in a lot more easy at Port. So.
Having, I guess, essentially recently tasted premiership success over in Perth, how far away is this group from achieving the ultimate?
Oh man, like I said, going. Lucky coming to this club. This club's got really high expectations. So, going to the Hall of Fame last night and meeting so many great legends and guys that's played in 8 flags, 5 flags, stuff like that. I think it's expected here at this club, and I think that's why I'm grateful to come over here and chase it. Hopefully, be involved, and with the group we've got now, no doubt I feel like we definitely can push towards that. Playing at that top level, and like I said, it's going to be a long season. So I guess whoever lists the strongest will get there. The most.
But a premiership is a realistic goal for this club, you believe?
Definitely. I feel like we've got a great list. We've got a lot of guys that are training the house down. A lot of younger guys coming through that haven't played a lot of senior football. That I'm very excited to. Hopefully play alongside, and there's guys like Jackson Meads and Dante, and you got Francis, young boys like that, just Hugh Jackson, so all boys like that haven't really played a lot of senior footy that I feel like will be having a good impact this year. So.
You've also been training the house down. How has your pre-season been? Have you what have been your goals, and if you dropped weight, have you got fitter than you've ever been?
I've learned to, just being in the system for so long, you learn to, listen to the guys that understand what they're doing a lot more. So, guys like my dietitian, and the weights coaches, taking, more feedback from them, which before I never really used to shy away from all of that, just used to, think I could play on talent, and I've kind of leaned more of just, trying to get my body in a good shape where I could, stay longer on the park, and I guess maximise my footy ability as well. So I feel like this year I've just focused more on that, more so than, trying to prove to anyone on the footy field, that training field, I can play the game. I've focused more in the gym and, what I'm eating at home and stuff like that. And yeah, that's, I think, kind of what's kind of helped me, I guess, not pull up tight at training, and more, been able to recover quicker just by, having more muscle on and stuff like that. So little things like that I've kind of, I think, focused on, and I think I've learnt that from being at, such great clubs in West Coast and Port. So.
Have you noticed
what is it about being at Port that made you want to make those changes? Is it different dietitian?
No, it's just, I guess, I missed a lot of footy. I was out for, 18 months, so just learning a lot of stuff while I wasn't playing footy, but, watching a lot of, YouTube, a lot of documentaries and stuff of a lot of great athletes. So and that's stuff like I've kind of learnt over not playing footy, and kind of when I got back, I decided, I want to kind of get to that level. So got a long way to go, but I think I've learnt to look after my body a lot more, and more understanding what training I can do, and what my attributes are, and what I can train and what I can't. So that's kind of what I've learned.
Who were some of the athletes you watched in the documentary that you used as inspiration?
Oh, there's a lot of great athletes out there. So just great coach. Like all the basketball athletes, NFL athletes. But lucky I got a lot of relatives back home, like Cyril, and that I was able to just get feedback on and train with, and I guess we play the same type of way. So training with him, I knew if I could maximise that and get all the knowledge off him, stuff like that I've learnt when I was home. So, and we just watched a lot of athletes, a lot of documentaries and that while we was home training and stuff like that. So.
When did you last train with him, and what was his advice for you for 2023?
I think when I went back home in the off season, probably just before I moved back down here, so just before pre-season started, I think I had my last training session up there, and had him and a couple of my other relatives also training with us there. So a lot of hill runs and that. So, but no, I'm grateful for that. So.
Is there anyone here in particular, the Port Adelaide Footy Club, that's really taken you under their wing, and someone that you bounce off, or feel like you've built a mentor sort of relationship with?
I'm lucky, I've got Jeremy Finlayson, Sam Powell-Pepper and Aaliyah. They're the kind of main ones, but like everyone's kind of welcomed me in, and I've got a lot of guys that in the locker room that I sit next to, and Tom Curley took me out for dinner, so stuff like that I'm grateful for, and just look forward to winning games with them, and that's all that type of stuff.
Just back
Just the last couple, sorry.
Just back to Cyril for a second. Has he given you any specific advice for the move to Port and season 2023?
No, not really. We don't really talk about football as much. We just pretty much train. We don't really talk about contracts, or we're more just like in the present. So when we're together, it's more just what can we do to maximise our footy ability, or maximise being home with family, just stuff like that. We don't really talk about football too much, or contracts, or where we're playing. So I don't know, that's a big thing in our family. So.
And role-wise, what sort of split are we talking between forward and someone else?
Oh, I'm not too sure. You might have to ask Kenny and Chad on that one. I'm still kind of, that's why, it'd be good to get over there and figure out what roles I can play over there against a different opposition. But you know, I'm happy to stay down forward, but if they need me in the mid, I'm happy to put my hand up as well. But you know, we've got a lot of stars and, you know, up and coming stars coming through. So hopefully they don't need me there. I can stay closer to goal.